Alright. Ayubowan, Wanakkam, Assalamu alaikum, and good evening to all of you. First of all, I must say that it's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been an absolute pleasure to be able to be a part of this entire competition. Now, just a few things that I need to say is that the standards, I mean, usually when we judge school competitions, we don't expect a lot because it's school kids, but I can safely say that today the standards were extremely high. Extremely high. I must also say that whatever comments that I give are my own comments, and it does not reflect the opinion of everybody who's been judging here this evening, this morning, and this evening. Alright? So, first thing I must say is that the judgment was not unanimous. Alright? But, I mean, we are all adults who kind of like each other, so we came to a compromise. That being said, this kind of works in our favor because if you do not get a nomination or an award or a win of some sorts, you won't know who to blame. Alright, so that being said, I'm just going to go into a very few comments and then I'm going to hand it over to Kavita and then Feroz will go with some overall comments, right? First things first, I think it was beautiful to see that a lot of schools had tapped into themes that were very real, very culturally real, and it deals with some really grave issues. And also it's so nice to see that some of the schools have actually reflected on our past, looked at our mistakes, and also using arts, showing us lessons that we have to carry home in the future. So for those who did that, great job. Thank you very much for doing that. The next thing is that it was fantastic to say, and I'm just going to be brutally honest, especially in the first half, we saw some incredible female portraits. Beautiful. Deciding this female portrait was not an easy task. Another thing I want to also tell you is that when it comes to acting, right? I mean, you would know that there's a difference between acting in front of camera and acting on stage. Now, you may be sometimes a really great actor. You can be very good. But when it comes to stage, self-awareness matters a lot, right? So things like, relaxing, being on stage, figuring out when the light hits you, those things matter. Reacting when something goes wrong, right? We saw a few instances where there were a few things that were dropped on stage but nobody reacted towards it. Those are the little things that make a difference. Please be aware that as an actor, especially when you're on stage, self-awareness matters a lot. The other thing I wanted to also mention was, when it comes to staging, right, just be aware that since you're performing to an audience, right, who's sitting here, spending time and eager to see you, make sure that whatever you're doing, that it's also visible to all corners of whatever auditorium that you're, or hall that you're performing to. Because we did see a few instances where, you could have used, in certain instances, you could have used levels, in certain instances, you could have used placements, maybe lower chairs, right? It could be instances where, I personally saw an instance where there was set pieces on stage that weren't utilized for a very long time, and that kind of took away from, a particular scene that was behind it, and this entire section, I think, were not able to see those performances. So just be very mindful and have a purpose in anything that you do, anything that you place on stage. Today was also a great reminder of the importance of chemistry and how sometimes for one actor to really shine out, how somebody who's supporting that actor or people, could be even the ensemble or supporting those actors, that makes a huge difference to an actor on stage. And we saw some beautiful moments where we saw a lot of great teamwork and a lot of support was thrown at some of the actors, making them able to really shine out there. So guys, for those who really supported your actors, congratulations. Beautiful to see. I'm not going to be individually mentioning anybody, but I just felt that I just need to mention one thing, mention a bunch of people who are on stage today. Right now, I know personally how hard it is when we, for example, direct kids, especially, how hard it is to get kids to work together, to sing together, right? And in that aspect, I really need to mention the chorus in Media. Wow. Not just here when you're doing plays or even in school, when you go out there, you really understand the importance of working with other people and working as a team. So I hope that continues in your futures. That being said, just a point of criticism, if you're using actors, right, just make sure if the actor is performing, just make sure that the actor is visible. Because I saw an instance where there was an actor down there and majority of the audience couldn't see that performance when that particular actor was playing below. So that's just a gist of what I have to say. All the best and thank you very much for having me tonight. Thank you.
First and foremost, thank you very much to Gold Theatre 7 again. I think the first edition of the Inter-School House Cup happened 10 or 11 years ago. So it's wonderful to see that it's still going strong, and it's beautiful to see that there are 10 schools participating this year. Thank you to all the schools, and the teachers, and the directors, and of course the parents for your contribution. Without which an event and a competition of this nature would not be possible. Shall we give a round of applause to the schools? Again, a few general notes. Some wonderful choices in the use of the stage. It's an amazing opportunity, students, that you get to act on a stage like this. And it's also a lovely thing that you all, I believe, had a lighting workshop, which is not something that usually happens with competitions of this nature. So again, thank you for making that happen. I believe Marlon and Gold Theatre 7. I do hope that continues. Yes, general notes. I think something that I've had the fortune of observing, particularly this year and last, with both this competition as well as some of the inter-house competitions, is the original scripts. It really is amazing to be able to bring life to something that no one has ever seen or read before, and being able to do that with students coming together and putting together their ideas and their thoughts. So thank you to all the schools who put together the original scripts. I think that was really commendable, and please again, don't stop doing that. I said this recently, but in an age where artificial intelligence seems to be the phrase of the day, we can't forget that human intelligence trumps that. So thank you for doing that, schools. It was also lovely to see a very simple use of set or none at all, just very clear staging in many cases. Wherever there were many instances where there was a set, the stage was used cleverly. It's nice to see the different parts of the stage being used as well. And I think, particularly for the stories that were told based in Sri Lanka, I think students, it's really vital to know that you are living in a time where you can tell the stories that perhaps weren't tenable in a different period of history. So don't stop doing that because that's what art and history, what connects art with history, and you have a unique opportunity there as well. And please, schools, please keep encouraging that. A few notes to the directors and to the students, particularly when you are working with characters. I think Sam also touched on this. Characterization is important. To do that, you need to understand your text, and if you really want to bring a story to life, you can't do that as individual performers. You need to be able to build relationships. So in as much as you want to tell the story and do a good job as an individual actor, it won't carry the story as well as if you have spent some time building what that means in a relationship and together as a group. Like Osam mentioned, it was beautiful to see when it worked, where the supporting actors really, just lifted the person who maybe had a few more lines. So it's something to learn from, I think, particularly if you have a bigger cast, to be able to really work together to make that happen. Additionally, be careful with projection and vocal intensity, particularly if you are playing really right at the back upstage. If you are there, then it's important to make sure that every word is clear, and if you feel like that's not happening, moving it forward is always a good choice. At the same time, if you're using recorded music and tracks, and that's the choice that you've made for your production, it should not and cannot obliterate the spoken word, because the text is what is very important. Last two things. When you have cues happen beautifully, like it just goes like clockwork, and from one to the other, it's amazing to watch. When the cues don't come through, it's tough, but it's really awesome if you can recover from it. So we saw that recovery happening really well, and some really great teamwork happening in some of the performances. And then just last note from me before I hand it over to Feroz. If you are, as a school, choosing to break the fourth wall, so if you're all on stage and you're all interacting with each other and not treating the audience as a part of your performance, then make that decision. It's as a group, as a performance. It's just a piece of advice. It's difficult when there's one particular character in a scene where it seems like the rest are in that same interaction and not breaking the fourth wall. Just try to make a conscious decision, particularly directors, as to whether that's intentional or not. And if it isn't intentional, just make sure that that comes through in rehearsals. Thank you very much once again. I'm honored to be judging with these wonderful three thespians. Before I go, thank you, parents. I know it's not easy. I know that you've had inter-house drama competitions. I know that you've had potentially basketball and netball and football and tennis and badminton and everything else, and fusion, and interact, and the list goes on. But I think parents, again, I said at the beginning, a competition like this won't be possible without your support. Thank you for continuing to support the arts, because that is something, if we continue to see happening, then the future of theatre will continue to be in good hands.
Actually, we will not be making remarks. I'm making the remarks on behalf of her, but we're going to keep this short, right? Because everybody knows that these judges' comments is just a filler until they write the certificates. Okay? Which is what Ashwini went to check whether the certificates were ready. They are ready, which means my bit is actually unnecessary. Okay? But throughout this today, I was reminded constantly, and I know you all were reminded too, that I have spent 3 decades in theatre. Now that makes me the oldest judge on stage, which is the first time for me, because every time I have judged other competitions, there have been other people older than me, but now it looks like I'm the oldest one. And I'd just like to tell all of you, 3 decades ago, I was like you, sitting there at the back of a hall, waiting for a boring judge to stop speaking so that we can find out whether we won or not. What I wanted to share with you all was, as an actor and as a schoolboy, I probably took part in maybe 8 or 9 competitions. And in every instance, bar one, we didn't win. We actually lost. Sometimes we lost badly, sometimes we lost close, but we lost. But none of that mattered to me, because in every competition, what I won was an incredible love for the stage. Through every competition, the ones that the judges said we were good, we were listening, we were not good enough to win, whatever. The thing that grew in me was an incredible love for the theatre and for the stage. And I sincerely hope that all of you realize that theatre is a creative expression. Technically, not all four. If one of us was different, the results might be different too. Because it depends on how we perceive it, how we see it, what our experiences are. It's not a math paper, where you either get it right or you get it wrong. It's theatre. It's very creative, right? Each person has a different way of judging and whatever. So whoever who won, as Wazam said, it was none of the decisions were unanimous, and that is because of all of you. Because all of you were so close to each other. Some of you, I mean, it was really difficult for us to pick, whom to give it to, because the standard of the overall standard was really good, but the standard of some of the players, and I was saying, my goodness, this is the standard they have at in-house competition. What if the schools actually competed on a schools level with scripts like this? It would be actually a treat to watch. Some of the plays that I saw today would actually work in a longer context in an actual public performance. That's how good you guys were. So give yourselves a round of applause. You were absolutely also, we have been ready for a while, which means I've spoken for about 5 minutes longer than I should. Okay. Ashwini and I, was something afterwards? So, we will be available afterwards if you want to talk to us, right? So we'll take the time to talk to you after the awards have been given. We'll hang around the board. Congratulations to those who are winning something today, right? But congratulations to everybody who walks out of the event today with a renewed love for theatre, with a renewed love for the stage. Because if you have got that, all of you are winners in my book. Thank you and God bless you.